Welcome back. My name is Zolisa, founder of Research Proposal and Thesis Consultancy. And today I want to speak directly to PhD and doctorate candidates. This is a different conversation from the ones I have had in previous videos, because doctoral research is fundamentally different from honors or master's level work, not just in length, but in what is actually being asked of you. At honors and master's level, you are demonstrating that you can conduct research competently. At PhD and doctorate level, you are expected to generate new knowledge that did not exist before your research, and to defend that knowledge in front of examiners who are experts in your specific field. That is an entirely different academic challenge. And today, I want to talk honestly about what makes doctoral research uniquely demanding and exactly how our PTC supports candidates through it. Let us begin. I want to start by naming 3 things that distinguish doctoral research from every level below it. First, the contribution to knowledge requirement. At master's level, your research needs to be competent, well-structured, and properly executed. At PhD level, your research needs to do something that has never been done before: extend a theory, generate new empirical evidence in an unexamined context, or apply a new methodological approach. This requirement shapes everything about your dissertation from your very first literature search. Every source you read at PhD level is not just background information. It is part of an ongoing process of mapping exactly what is known so that you can identify precisely where your contribution will sit. Second, the depth and duration of the work. A doctoral dissertation typically takes between 3 and 6 years to complete. Your literature review at PhD level typically needs to engage with 80 to 150 or more sources compared to 40 to 60 at master's level. Your theoretical framework often needs to synthesize multiple theories rather than apply a single existing one. And your methodology needs to be justified with significantly more methodological literature, because examiners at this level will scrutinize every choice you have made. Third, the examination process itself. At master's level, your work is typically reviewed by your supervisor and 1 or 2 examiners. At PhD level, you face a formal viva voce, an oral examination where you must defend your entire dissertation, your methodology, your findings, and your contribution to knowledge, in direct conversation with examiners who are established experts in your field. This is a uniquely demanding form of academic assessment, and most doctoral candidates feel significant anxiety about it, regardless of how strong their written work is. The PhD proposal stage requires more than the standard chapters 1 through 3 structure. At doctoral level, your proposal must demonstrate not just that your research is feasible, but that it makes a genuine contribution that justifies years of investment from you, your supervisor, and your institution. Our support at this stage focuses heavily on 2 things. First, helping you articulate your specific contribution to knowledge clearly from the very beginning, because a vague or overly broad contribution claim is one of the most common reasons PhD proposals are sent back. Second, conducting an extensive literature search that genuinely maps your field comprehensively, because doctoral examiners expect to see evidence that you understand the full landscape of existing research. We match every PhD client with a writer who holds a PhD or equivalent doctoral level expertise in a closely related field, because the depth of engagement required at this level genuinely requires someone who has navigated this exact academic terrain themselves. At PhD level, your literature review is not a single chapter you complete once. It is an ongoing process that continues throughout your entire candidature, because new research is constantly being published in your field, and your examiners will expect your final dissertation to reflect the most current state of knowledge. We support this ongoing process by conducting periodic literature updates, identifying newly published research relevant to your specific topic, and helping you integrate it into your existing chapters, rather than leaving this as a single overwhelming task at the very end of your candidature. We also support the development of your theoretical framework at a depth appropriate to doctoral level, which often means working with multiple theoretical perspectives, examining where they align and where they conflict, and constructing a framework that is genuinely your own synthesis rather than a straightforward application of someone else's theory. Data analysis at PhD level typically requires more sophisticated approaches than at master's level. For quantitative research, this might mean more advanced statistical modeling, structural equation modeling, multi-level analysis, or longitudinal data analysis. For qualitative research, this might mean grounded theory development, sustained engagement with a specific theoretical lens such as critical discourse analysis or extended fieldwork-based ethnographic analysis. For mixed method research, the integration between strands typically needs to be more theoretically sophisticated, demonstrating that the integration itself generates unique insight. Our PhD qualified writers and consultants bring genuine expertise in these more advanced analytical approaches because they have typically applied these exact methods in their own doctoral research. Throughout the chapters of your dissertation, our support focuses on maintaining the rigor and precision that doctoral examiners expect. This means ensuring that every claim is properly evidenced, that your argument develops with clear logical progression from chapter to chapter, and that your own authorial voice, your specific scholarly perspective, comes through clearly rather than the dissertation reading as a simple summary. Macro shot focusing on the bold heading discussion on a printed thesis page, overlay, sustained contribution argument. This is perhaps the area where our support differs most significantly from standard academic writing services. In the months before your viva voce, we work with you to prepare comprehensively. This includes anticipating the specific questions your examiners are likely to raise based on the content of your dissertation, questions about your methodology choices, alternative interpretations of your findings, the boundaries of your contribution, and how your work relates to the broader field. We conduct mock examination sessions where you practice articulating clear, confident responses to these anticipated questions. We help you prepare a concise and compelling statement of your contribution to knowledge that you can deliver clearly when asked. And we help you think through how to respond gracefully to challenging questions or critical feedback during the viva itself, because maintaining composure is a skill. I want to be honest about something important. At PhD level, the relationship between you and your supervisor and the ultimate intellectual ownership must remain genuinely yours. We can support the development of your literature review, the structuring of your arguments, and your preparation for examination, but your doctoral degree represents your own original scholarly contribution. This is why our Viva Voce preparation focuses on helping you articulate and defend your own understanding, because ultimately, you are the person who must sit in that examination room. Pricing for PhD and doctorate support. PhD research proposal, 12,000 Rand. Individual PhD chapter, 6,500 Rand. PhD, chapter 4, data analysis, 8,500 Rand. Full PhD thesis, from 45,000 Rand depending on length, with a payment plan of 12,500 Rand per month available. Corrections per chapter, 5,500 Rand. Full thesis corrections, 18,000 Rand. Viva Voce preparation is included within our mastery program or can be arranged individually. If you are a PhD or doctorate candidate, I want you to know that we understand the unique weight of what you are carrying. This is not just another degree. It represents years of sustained intellectual work and a genuine contribution to your field that did not exist before you began. We have supported hundreds of doctoral candidates through every stage of this journey, from initial proposal through to successful Viva Voce defense. If you are stuck at any stage, we are here. Send approval to +2 6 8 7 9 5 9 3 7 6 0 on WhatsApp right now, or visit research-consultancy.lovable.app. Tell us your specific stage and challenge, and we will tell you exactly how we can support you. Subscribe for tomorrow's video about honors students. I will see you tomorrow.